Macho Raven.
Bluecaster, Ishida Zazil.
Greencaster, Overkill.
Blackcaster, Ransack.
Pinkcaster, Legend.
Broadcasting loud and opinionated perspectives across the internet.
Radio Sentai.
Castranger on air.
I didn't rehearse this. I'm Savage Caster. This is the second take, so I lied.
There we go.
Anyway.
Welcome to episode 2 of Radio Sentai Castranger. Joining us today is our good friend Tom Savage, aka the Savage Caster. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well.
Before we start, do you have any personal project of your own you'd like to quickly plug?
Everidge Studios Photography on Facebook. I took a picture of somebody in Sentai once, so that's
Relevant.
yeah, it's relevant.
There you go. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yay. And then you have many Rider fans.
I do. I have a blog. Oh, I should probably talk about my Kamen Rider themed blog, Kamen Rider Tornado on Tumblr. I make memes about riders,
There you go.
which piss off people, and that's my bread and butter.
That's what they're meant for.
One of those
before.
actually showed off my wall, and they're not actually friends of you on Facebook.
So those have gotten around.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Kamen Rider Game! Alright, so we're going to launch into this week's episodes of Gaim and Tokuger. We're going to start with episode 21 of Gaim. Before the rest of us start, would you like to give your thoughts on episode 21 of Gaim?
Well, episode 20 was pretty fucking... Can I swear on this?
Yes.
Yes.
Was pretty fucking amazing.
Fuck yes.
Well, you do have Dave on here.
Exactly.
It was pretty amazing. And I thought, well, you know what? All of my questions are answered. What could you possibly give? And then it was pretty much like, did you tell him about such and such a project and the arc of this or whatever? I'm like, what the fuck are those? I'm going to have to wait 20 episodes to find out. And then 5 minutes later, tell you what one of those is.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, now I'm just like, what's that other thing? I need to know what that thing is.
The arc.
Yeah, the arc. The Ark of the Rider Covenant. I need to know.
Could be.
We have men on it. Top men.
Yeah.
But now it's one of those things. Every time I think I've got a beat on that show, and I'm like, okay, this is where it's gonna fall into one of those repetitive rider ruts. And I'm like, nope. We're gonna throw a wrench in that.
If
Exactly.
you watched episode 1, we basically every single one of us called what was gonna go
Let me put
on.
it this way: I saw an ad for Game of Thrones that was coming back, and I'm like, fuck that. How about Game of Thrones?
There you go. And that's a thing.
Yeah, that's my meme. That's the one that went everywhere.
Yeah.
I just quoted my own things. Full circle, I'm done.
There we go. Alright. Red Caster, go for it.
Just gonna start by saying Kota's badass.
Well, yeah, after that.
I second that motion. I third it.
Sloppy fourths again.
Just,
Well, it's usually Lane's job.
yeah, well, yeah, but just that fight with Sid was just all kinds of awesome. I was happy with that. Aside from that, yeah, we're gonna repeat what Tom said. I want to know what that is.
What the fuck are those?
Well, we know of one.
It's like, oh man, they just explained everything. Wait. What? What are those?
We got more.
More is coming.
Here's twists for everybody. It's like Oprah. You get a plot twist, and you get a plot twist, and you get a plot
Which
twist.
is funny, because everyone is.
Yeah, bees!
No, exactly. But yeah, just a lot of, just a couple quick name drops and that one little reveal of, oh yeah, that's what this one is. We're gonna wipe everything out.
Well, I'll get into my thoughts on that shortly.
Yeah. Alright, that's pretty much it for me.
Okay, so, yes, the Scalars is the big floating ring thing on... No, we're doing this in range order.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So, yeah, the whole Scalar project is their shit's gone south, let's burn it all. So, which explains those rings up there.
I call it Operation Fuck All the Things.
Yeah. I'm going to make my prediction for this because I've so far been pretty on the mark. Not that the rest of us haven't. I think this ARC project they talk about is what their goal is. How they're going to fight back the Helheim invasion. Because think about it. Think about what the ARC was in Digimon Tamers.
I'm thinking it might be, you know what it reminds me of? Do you ever watch, Dave's going to make a joke when I say the name of this movie, Deep Impact. And they were pretty much, okay.
That was a good movie, actually.
Yeah, this fucking comet, well, it could be sexual. This comet's coming to destroy Earth. We got two plans. One, we're going to send out and blow it up Bruce Willis style. Or, we're going to, bury everybody down under the Earth. And then whenever, the world's good again, we come back out.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a way to...
The ostrich theory.
I'm thinking it's a way they're going to take a whole shit ton of people, hide them in this arc, and then after our world's they've moved on, we take back our world. or something like that.
Through any means necessary.
Or it's a box that melts Nazis.
Yeah. Or my idea is they're gonna find all the people who are, just decently qualified to be riders, save them, and then have them go back after.
Yeah, that's
decently
the thing.
qualified.
That's the thing. We've gotten
I'll
a
see you
lot.
in the arc.
We've gotten a lot of this whole, the real enemy thing thrown at us. But if you think about it, they haven't really given us direct confirmation on what the purpose of the rider system in the series is. We know it can use lock seeds. We know it can transform.
Makes them immune to the pull of those fruit.
Absolutely.
Which is why I'm saying, it's probably just arc is probably, we're going to take all those guys we can make riders, we're going to put them away for a bit, safely, let the frigging everything out, let the invade, burn everything to the ground, and then have these guys come out of the arc.
That seems to be their MO, burn everything. Scorched earth policy.
But also, don't forget about that part in the first episode where, they all had armies of invest with them.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm still
Don't forget
curious
that
about.
scene.
The
Remember, that's
fugly
the
sort of
shit.
one.
We're assuming
That's
that
the
arc
remnant-
could be that plan, but it doesn't mean it's going to work.
We're all assuming that that's going to be a thing.
That's not Helheim, that's Remnants of Earth.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, we all know if Kamen Rider...
You know this because it's not a forest, it's a scorched fucking quarry.
Yeah.
If we know if Kamen Rider Bravo is in that arc, we know it will be greatly decorated with the newest flair of style.
Absolutely.
And great pastries.
I completely forgot what I was going to say next.
Bravo does
Damn
that.
it.
Bravo!
Yeah, you just...
What you thinking about Bravo things?
Oren gets inside your head.
Yeah. Inside your something.
Yeah. I also wanted to mention, because of the fact that I really don't like Zangetsu Shin compared to the original Zangetsu, that vision at the start of the first episode gives me hope that original Zangetsu will come back at some point.
Nobody likes Shin.
Any kind of Shin.
Could be worse. He could be Zaycross.
There you go.
When all else fails, blame Zaycross.
There you go. Okay, well, that's basically all I got to say for now. Let's go on to Mr. Greencaster.
Sid is Cube.
Mine's probably going to be the longest of everyone here.
And Sid's off forming contracts with people.
Really? Is Sid really that weak? He got owned by Jimba Orange within 2 minutes of the fight.
After an amazing archery
Yeah, but 2
fight.
minutes.
I forgot to say that.
2 minutes, though. The fight was 2 minutes long. Except, I don't count the original Orange fight, where he just got himself owned. Then he's like, okay, fine, I'll use my real power now.
Yeah. Oh, I also wanted to mention one or two other things. In that episode, something that really bugged me, when Koda runs up and Sid's like, yeah, we're going to do this and this and that, he's yelling his evil secret plans awfully fucking loud.
Yeah, but the thing is, they're in, some unknown area. The only one there is the guy who gives a shit.
And Sid doesn't give two fucks.
I'm like, A, there could be people around, and B, there was, because Michi showed up.
Yeah, but Michi knew where they
were.
were.
No, I know, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. So, where was I?
We made notes.
Yes.
Yeah, I had notes.
I made a speech.
I had notes and I completely forgot to pull them up.
What's with the design of the? I understand the design of the original belt, where if you beat the rider, the lock seed ejects and they get to keep it. Why did they put that in the Genesis driver with the ultra rare locks?
Let me answer that question with a quote. Wow, whatever the fucking Sengoku Ryuma said, I have a romantic flair.
Guilty
pleasure. He put it in because he thought if somebody somehow could beat somebody wearing a Genesis driver, he should have it pop out because that person fucking earned it.
Yeah, but those are those ultra rare the energy lock seeds are the ones that are the ultra rare ones.
He made them himself.
Do you think Ryoma Sengoku gave a shit
how
rare that is? He's just like, you know what? If you can beat one of us, you can have our rare lock seed because that would be fucking cool.
The answer is because Ryoma Sengoku doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he created. It's like I can create a lot of things, but shits aren't one of them.
Is that all you got?
Can I keep going?
Oh, go ahead.
And the other thing I have to talk about is what the fuck was he typing with no space bar?
He was playing Quap.
But that's not.
Yeah, he was playing Quap.
Yeah.
With all Quap only needs 4 fingers, not 2 hands.
He's playing 2-player Quap.
He's being coy. He's being catty. I don't
just,
fucking care. Whatever.
I really did not want to speak to Yoko. It was like, fuck, I gotta look busy.
Yeah.
And then she comes around and it's like, I'm just gonna keep pretending.
But what's gonna happen if they have that Genesis driver, and let's say, you know how the Invis can eat the fruit and become stronger as they keep eating fruit? Well, what if they meet up with one that just beats the living shit out of one of the Sengoku guys, and one of them eats the fruit because it ejected out of the fucking belt?
I'm going to say that you have to be wearing a belt for the ejection system to toss it over to you.
Okay, so let's say he's ultra weakened because of it, and he beats him because of it.
Well, the thing is...
Well, then it sucks to be him.
Yeah.
And it would probably be a really awesome fight.
I want to see what would happen if an Invis ate one of the energy lock seeds.
Well, also maybe consider the fact that maybe
I want to see an
the
Invis
rider
energy.
The attack was so powerful on Sigurd that, literally, the locks just popped out of the driver.
Because he did that with Bravo, when Bravo just slapped a guy, and he's like, thanks to lock seed.
Can I just ask what the hell the Phoenix Phantom was doing in the forest? I just saw that thing. I'm like, is that Phoenix? It looks fucking just like him.
The thing is, I don't think the Invis would eat the energy seeds because they're manufactured as opposed to the original lock seeds, which were actually formerly fruit.
Yeah, okay. I get that.
Another thing I wanted to bring up, first of all, it's taking way too long to see Duke's Henshin. I'm looking forward to that. Also,
he's in-game, though.
This mysterious boss Invis, we saw Kaito exploring the ruins.
Phoenix Phantom.
Oh, yeah, that's what you're talking about?
Yeah.
It looks to me like fucking Slatemon.
This
is where you're putting up the image of Slatemon.
Okay, I have a predictor
Better
who that
find that
is,
image for me.
Okay, you know they say the Forest chooses somebody?
Yeah,
the Forest is going to choose somebody to be their champion. Kind of like Mortal Kombat. Hang on, let me finish my theory first. They're like their champion. So that's the guy who was from that world that the Forest chose to fight for them. So I'm thinking maybe he will be a sympathetic person going, I was forced to destroy my own world. I'm going to help you save yours. That's my predict.
Here's my theory on that front. You know how you mentioned how Helheim has to choose someone.
Yeah.
Remember that fight at the start of episode 1? Gaim versus Baron?
Yeah.
They're fighting to see who Helheim chooses to fight that guy to decide who wins this war.
That might work too.
That's my theory.
Yeah, but if it's Phoenix Phantom, that's going to be obnoxious. I hated that fucker.
Well, I would have...
He got thrown into the sun, landed in Helheim.
I'd be glad he came out of the sun.
Came back ultra strong.
They have to fight the end.
Well, we do know that all of Neo Heisei is one continuity.
Yeah. As long as it's not Zaycross.
Yeah, because Gaim is 3 cities away from double.
I bought the figure art to that just to be ironic.
City. Okay, you want to say your piece?
For starters, I just want to say that Ryoma Sengoku is shaping up to be probably my favorite character in the series. He's just... And he doesn't even need to be a rider. He's just really cool all on his own. Being an evil genius.
Absolutely.
Then he became a rider anyway, and it was awesome.
I think he's Dr. Maki's illegitimate son.
And he's themed after a fucking king.
Indeed. To add, I think my favorite part of the episode was the preview for the next one.
Jinba Cherry!
I liked nothing about it until they told me there was something coming after it.
Pretty much. I thought it was, on the whole, a very slow episode, in that not a ton happened plot-wise, except for the big drop at the end.
I like that Gaim can have episodes that aren't huge things. It's that they're so confident in the plot that they're like, well, this is character development, this is plot development, and they can take an episode to set up other things.
If you look at Kaito in the episode, he was only in the episode because they couldn't afford to have an episode that doesn't have Kaito in it. He did nothing that episode.
No, he revealed the existence of that boss Invis.
Yeah, and he had a bit of a fight, too.
That doesn't matter.
No.
That's not big enough to warrant him having a full scene
Here's
about
the
it.
thing that bothered me. Okay, Kota's saying, hey, Mitchie, here's all these things about Helheim. Oh, yeah, I didn't know anything about that. Like, literally, I'm even thinking, Kota, seriously? Like, he's...
Yeah, this is
like,
where
that's the worst.
No, he actually called it out, because he said...
yeah, he did,
he said, you don't look very surprised. And he goes, I'm just calculating. Bullshit!
Well, they already have established that Kota is the gullible son of a bitch when it comes to Mitchie.
Up to this point, I was
Mitchie,
like...
there you are!
Up to this point, I'm like, okay, Kota doesn't know all this shit. It's not his fault he's a retard. Now it's his fault he's a retard.
Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on Guy.
Fool me thrice, burn the city.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Is that your piece?
Yeah, that's it. That's all I can really add to the...
Yeah, there was that with Michi, and there's also just...
Michi's best character in the show. That's really all it is.
He's getting there.
Okay, Lane.
Honestly, just Minato. I want to know more fucking about her. She's just so fucking interesting. Like,
I want to know what she looks like naked.
she... No,
look, see if she has photos.
I did. Okay. There weren't any.
I know all of you know this, but I just love the fact that she's actually also the suit actor for Malika. So that just makes it awesome that, a person who changes into a rider is actually
Well, here's the
rider.
thing. Okay, if the guy who plays Kota is actually in the suit, he gets injured. The show is in a lot of trouble. However, if Marika, the girl who plays Yoko, gets injured, it's like, oh, well, we could just cut her out of the show, and it's not going to be a big deal.
I hope they don't, because
no, I hope
seems...
they don't. But I mean,
No.
like, it's one of those things where it is like to have like Zengetsu, Michi, Kota, or Kaito, to have them actually in the suit to risk getting them injured, like Hongo in the original Kamen Rider, that's a bad thing. However, any of the secondary characters get injured, if they had to write out, Marika, it probably wouldn't derail the series. But if they had to write out Kaito, fuck that.
Did you just call her America?
America!
Kamen Rider America!
But
Also known
as
as
I was
Super
saying, though...
Texas Arms! Yeah!
Okay, guys!
Okay.
No, wait, I got one more joke.
No! We're talking over each other again! Stop!
Yeah, Project Arc, that I'm kind of curious what that is. I'm like, the plot's really good, yes, but I'm more interested in, like, the character development, just because all these characters are just fucking fascinating.
Yeah.
But I like the fact that Michi's just, like, Koda's trying to, like, tell him all this shit, and Michi's just like, dude, look at, like, our team and stuff. They're happy. Let's try to keep this a secret from them as much as possible so they live happier lives. And Koda's just like, yeah,
And
but
then
we
the guy
should
at the
tell
juice
them
bar.
eventually.
Yeah.
And then I just love that Michi went up to Takatori and he's just like, what the fuck did you tell him? And he's like, nothing. You think he's
And he
something
made a
he considered
joke.
evil? Yeah, he made a joke and I'm like,
Takatora doesn't
and he-
make jokes!
And even Sid's just like, that's not like you.
I think he likes him. I think he sees something in Kota. That it's something like, when shit hits the fan, which it is going to hit the fan, this might be the only person I can rely on.
But he showed him those ruins in Dakota just to shut him up because he was like, yeah,
Yeah.
you're evil, you're evil, you're... No, I will show you what's
It's
really
almost like
evil
he's
here.
trying to forge Kota into a weapon that he knows he will need.
Don't forget that, when they were showing it in the first episode, they weren't into their ultimate form things.
Yeah. Well,
They were in their
base forms.
base forms.
Which means either it was for drama, or they didn't have access to their forms, or who
Or they didn't
knows.
want to show you the final form.
Yeah.
at the beginning.
Although they do show a shadow of the final form in the reflection in the eye catch right after the opening.
Which is getting clearer. You notice that they changed it a few
No,
episodes
they
ago.
actually showed a magazine scan recently for his actual final form. It's not Kachidoki arms, it's Kiwami arms, which is unsurprisingly fruit salad themed.
Yeah.
He literally takes a key with the power of all the main lock seats, puts it into the Kachidoki, and unlocks
What's that
all
one
powers.
with the round? There was one that they leaked that had like a round chest thing that looked
That's
so
Kachi.
bad.
That's Kachidoki.
Oh
The-
shit!
the,
that
really
looks
thick
so
orange
badass.
one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
so badass.
that's Kachidoki.
Yeah, though nothing complete Flame Dragon. I miss Flame Dragon.
I miss Land Dragon. Anyways, we-
What's Wizard?
yes.
Yeah, exactly.
We've been over that last week.
Yeah, Boss and Miss, that'll be revealed probably like 5-6 episodes from now. So
Yeah.
whatever. Anyways,
Or on Tumblr
Minato
tomorrow.
Want to know more
Watch it
about
actually be revealed fully on Tumblr tomorrow, and I'm like, profit!
Yeah.
Or we air this thing, and they're like, hey, that was aired yesterday. Huh.
Okay, so that's our piece on Gaim 21, I guess.
It's a
So-
slice of our orange.
Reshu Sentai Tokuger!
Okay, moving on to Tokuger episode 4. The madness fucking continues.
Yes.
Wait, you're not enjoying this action?
Like I said last week, the show has its moments that keep me entertained and keep me watching, but on the whole, I'm not enjoying it
I'm
yet.
gonna say it is the best Sentai show I've ever watched week to week.
How many of
Agreed.
you watch week to week?
Agreed.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Thank you.
No, here's the whole thing is this man here was saying how stupid it looked. Everyone showed me how stupid
No one
the
can.
suits
No
looked.
one who's listening knows who you're talking about.
I am.
Thanks. Yeah. No, it's cool. Yeah.
No, you were saying, look at how bad the suits look, and I said, oh, these look stupid.
They do.
And I thought it looked like crap, and I'm like, I'm gonna watch this show as a lark. I watched the first episode. I'm like, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
And I have been greatly enjoying the show, and part of much my weekends now exist of waiting for the... I try to watch them both at the same time, you know, like I sit down, watch Guy, and then watch Tokuger. Really enjoying Tokuger.
That's quite the tone shift right there.
Yeah.
It is! Well, pretty much after Guy...
That is specifically why I avoid doing exactly that.
Like, I watch a Guy, and I'm like, I feel, like, 10 years? We've only got 10 years? I feel really bad. I feel better now. Trains!
Train dicks!
No, I love that the episode focused mainly on like Blue being like retarded and trying to find confidence himself, but no. That episode was about General Swartz being a badass.
Yeah,
No,
we'll get into that.
That episode was about how hot are the leggings the Yellow Ranger was wearing. Mia, I believe her name
Mio.
Mio.
I finally know her name!
Those are some Luca leggings,
I
man.
couldn't remember her name last
Well,
week.
you know what? The funny thing is, in episode 1, she sold me. She does that thing where she blocks the sword hit from behind and says, "Don't sneak attack somebody." I'm like, I love you already.
Yeah.
You better not be a man in that
I love
suit.
Congress.
I mentioned last week, I
love.
love her specifically because she was the only one who immediately rejected the whole line changing thing. I was like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you all doing?
The thing is, like, the Pink Ranger, I kind of like the gimmick, but I find her kind of annoying.
Very.
The green guy, I find he's very. He does that toy. He puts the ball in the cup.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm doing it, I'm like, oh, it's ball in a cup. Oh, look, I lost it. No, it's on a string, so I can put it back. Like, I'm thinking of, like,
Ball
Family
in
Guy.
a cup.
Yeah. And the Red is great. He's a great Red, meaning the fact that he's, so full of, like, piss and salt and vinegar. He's going to just run out, like, do all the things.
And he just
Yeah.
wants to catch
Yeah.
conductor.
Blue's okay. I really
Ticket.
liked Blue's, kind of little, like, he had some good moments in the last episode. And the thing is, you gotta keep in mind, I've seen a lot of Rider. I haven't seen a lot of, I watched Power Rangers, I dabble in Go Buster and Akiba Ranger. But this is my first one I'm going to watch all the way through, unless it starts getting really shitty.
Fucking Tokyo Nigo is a wet blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like him as a character.
Anyone named Nigo is a wet blanket.
Bazinga.
Yeah, he's like the Zaycross of that show.
Okay, enough about Zekros.
Loves that cross. He's the Ninja Rider.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean
He's
he's
the Naruto of Rider.
He looks
He
like
wears bright colors!
he's wearing a silver diaper. He's wearing a onesie diaper. He's baby Huey.
Okay, let's not enough about Zekros. Raven.
Alright, my opinion on that episode. Yeah, I'm still not terribly enjoying this thing. I think it's really dumb.
It is.
I really do.
What?
But my one moment that really I questioned the fuck out of. Me and Dave watched the episode together the other day.
Yeah, you guys have been doing that.
Yeah.
It's a romance.
Yes, totally. But no,
I ship it.
But yeah, we were watching the episode the other day, and we got to the part where Blue lost his pass,
Yeah.
and Dave was going. I called it. At the end of the day, when you found it in the train, Dave was like, I called it.
I'm gonna be like, he lost it in the train. He
Minutes
lost
later.
it in the train, and then
This
he's
is
like,
Sentai! It's
and he goes,
predictable as
that's
fuck!
impossible.
No, and I'm just like, no, didn't. 5 minutes later, Dave's like, called it. I'm just like, how? As someone who has worked retail in the past, he went to return all the things. You can't do that without the card you purchased it with.
That's what I was thinking! How did you do this?
And I'm just like, how did you lose it in the train and then go return all the things without realizing, oh shit, I don't have the card I purchased it on?
This is Sentai. They don't give a fuck about
Also,
details
kid
like
show.
that.
Don't think about shit like that.
That's
If it's a
exactly
kid show,
it.
then why do you give them credit cards?
By the way, when he was
Which they have to
shopping
pay
and the
back
look on
later.
his face and the
That's
enthusiasm
what
reminds me of the
it is.
time that Dave and I went to Walmart recently, and that was us. We were like, ooh, cookies! Remember that day? We were
Yeah.
pretty much like, that looks good, let's take this. And then we get back here, we're like, what the fuck are we going to do with all this shit? Why did I buy $24 worth of pencil crayons?
No, you got those ones for free. 'Cause it
No,
was-
they rang it up for the wrong thing. But still, at the time, I was like, I have to have these pencil crayons.
Okay, are you done?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so first off, a couple of things I forgot from last week I wanted to mention. One thing I will credit to Tokyuger, absolutely, hands down, coolest looking mooks ever. The crows
Oh, I
are
love the
awesome.
crows. I love that the crows got their own mechs.
No, that's what I was getting into next.
Yeah.
You know, last week I was like, I can't wait to see the fucking evil trains become Zords, and lo and behold, it fucking happens. The Karina Robos.
I don't know. Every time I look at the crows popping up, I'm just like, Twisted Fate, is that you?
Or Twisted Fate or Michael Jackson.
Fair enough.
Exactly, no, because they do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the whole your morphing pass is also your credit card was pretty hilarious, I will admit. I was half expecting them to pull a Xeranos in that they would have to pay using more of their memories. Sadly, that did not come to pass.
No,
Because that worked out real well
because
for
they have
you.
to get their memories back.
No, I know.
Episode.
But thinking about that, paying back your credit card debt by cleaning up the train isn't terrible. I mean, what the fuck else do these guys do between stops?
I would think that being a fucking Tokuger would probably pay really well.
Yeah.
Like the danger pay alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Also, I like the fact that we got episode 4 and we've already got our first shipping, which I'm referring as Miyokati.
I call it Mio Me.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, Yellow continues to be my favorite Ranger because not only is she hot, but she has the sense. Like,
Can I point out how badass it was? Okay, what's it called? The robot girl?
Wagon.
Yeah, Wagon. I love the little scene. I know it's a dude.
Yeah.
It's a dude that plays a woman well.
So,
But no,
bravo.
the character, I love the character. Well, it's a robot. I'm not attracted to robots.
Handles in all the right places.
Unless it's
Literally.
unless it's a Zumba. But anyway, so I like that little scene where the door opens and only the kid can see her, but she's so excited, you know, like she's just got this like childlike enthusiasm. So she's waving to the kid. The kid's really excited, but of course the father's like, "You're freaking crazy. You're looking for platform 9 3/4 or some shit."
that whole bullshit, like, you can only see it if you want to see it. That doesn't make sense!
Well, it's the whole idea that it's when you're an adult, you expect everything to be normal and you want everything to be how you understand. Because it's hard for people that are adults that don't have that imagination to take in stuff like that.
Great, so we're running on Baby Genius's rules.
Yeah, pretty much.
Another thing I noticed that I really like is the fact that when they all change lines, they are consistently giving the Pink Ranger the heavy-ass weapon that she can't use until she goes super form.
I think just everybody wants that claw.
Yeah.
Well, after the
pretty
first
awesome.
episode,
White wants the claws.
I like that they have not yet made a emasculation joke to when a guy puts it on. It's pretty much just like, I'm wearing pink. I love this weapon.
Fuck it.
I have no shits to give. Do you, Tsukasa? Nope.
Yeah.
I don't know if this is something they're going to
I
develop.
like that I pointed at Lane when I made a reference for a decade.
well, then he is the Pink Ranger.
Is he?
He's Pink Caster.
I'm Pinkcaster.
I don't know
Yeah.
if there's something this is something that they're going to develop, but it looks like Tokyo Go is getting better with it.
Yeah.
She didn't need to go super bitch this time.
No, but
Yeah.
she didn't do anything.
But she started still.
She dragged it along the floor, and then they did the super attack.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
fine.
just like, why?
I love
At least
those
she
super
tried.
attacks. I love that literally anything they're thinking of happens.
Rubber band.
Yeah!
Oh,
No, no, that's awesome.
At one point,
Oh
somebody's
my
going to
God.
think of the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, and it's going to show up to kill us.
I'm really looking forward to what else they come up with this whole it can be whatever. And my last point I wanted to bring up is the fact that their first attachment for the Zord, the Shield Russia, the first thing it does when it shows up is bitch smacks the Megazord.
Yeah.
You will show respect before you get to use me.
I like that there's a learning curve involved.
Yeah, that's good. And that's basically my piece. Dave, go.
What the fuck? Rubber band? Really?
Yes.
Lane did make a good point, but earlier about how, you know, have you ever been slapped in the face with a rubber band? It fucking hurts. I'm fine with that. Can we go back to the generic laser beam before the giant robot shows up?
Yeah.
Can we just do that?
Thank
What
you.
happened to that? What happened to the thing?
Well-
It's like, form all the things! Bang!
Yeah,
No,
well,
but
since it's a
you're
show
not-
about imagination,
It's
good
not
that they-
very imaginative.
Okay, I have an answer to that.
Fucking times are gonna put that picture in
Maybe it's something that like each Tokuger like has experienced. They're like, you know what? I've had a rubber band hit me in the face. Let's see
would
how
they-
you fucking like
how
having a
would
rubber band in the fucking face.
Calm down.
Okay, Gaim right now is doing very well, and one of the reasons is that they are throwing a lot of the unnecessary tropes out the window and making it new again. So one of the things they're probably looking at, it's like, okay, almost every fight ends up with a generic laser. What can we do to have them switch it up? And like, well, what if their imagination's based? So if it's fun for kids because they've got these cool things, and 2, it's something new. So adults like us can go, well, I have not seen that before.
But they're
Fair
making
enough.
all the fights in the robot suit the same way every time with the fucking...
No,
Train
I'm pretty
slash?
sure they've been reinventing that shit too with the detaching limbs and the train boner.
No,
Yeah, I
but
like
I'm
what it
talking about
came
the
on.
final slash is always him on the train, going up, doing train slash.
Yeah,
It's him going up and it's the Megazord going. Densha,
And chickeny.
Well,
Every
maybe. Well,
time.
hopefully they'll switch that up too.
Well,
He
in
needs
episode
a new Russia.
Well, in episode
Yeah.
2, he literally just shot the thing with the base of
Yeah.
gun attack and it died. So
I do
whatever.
like the fact I can't get over how badass it is that after he does train slash, the thing's on 2 train tracks sliding along, and I'm like, okay, the Megazord looks like clown shoes, but that's still pretty cool.
is that
Yeah,
your
I'm
piece? Okay, Rick, Kevin, go.
I really don't have anything to add on to this. Yeah. I think everyone
That
said
was
everything.
that,
Quickest edit ever.
that was profound, man. I want to say one more thing.
I think everyone said everything
really,
ever.
they really
Hold
need
on.
to get rid of that whole train corner thing at the end. It literally is stupid.
It's gonna be for at least the first 10 episodes. I'm foreseeing.
they're like,
I am now thinking back
That-
fondly on Go Buster Dance with Us after the credits because
I
actually
still
did-
hate Red Ace
I did.
dancing.
hey guys, trains, look at the trains.
These are what we based our swords off of.
Have you
Yeah,
seen all these
thanks.
trains?
Just in case you forgot, this is train themed.
That said, I do like the song.
It is
I
pretty.
gotta
good.
say the samba in
Kyoryuger?
Kyoryuger was at least fucking interesting.
Yes. I'm starting to catch on to Tokyuger's music.
I also really enjoyed that there's a running gag of them of Red trying to grab Ticket.
Oh,
I
that's
like that
That's gonna happen.
That's not gonna end anytime soon.
I like when Ticket jumps up, and then then they're in the middle of a fight with 3 Zords, and then it comes back down. He's still like, you in there? It's like, we're in the middle of a fight, dude. I just
No,
like,
it's gonna happen, and he's gonna have a stump, and that's where Ticket is.
or it's gonna look like he's gonna take it off. It's gonna be another Ticket underneath, and he's gonna like, what? Or like Ticket,
You take it off, and it's a midget's head.
or like a skull of a monkey.
Yeah.
Or when he takes
It's
it
like,
off.
I really wish I wish I didn't know.
Or when he takes it off, he'll just fuck up the entire rainbow line.
yeah, it's like he broke
the
it.
whole fucking train dissolves.
Anyways, moving on. Lane, your thoughts?
Okay, you guys are missing the fucking point. You know, villains. So General Schwartz is like, I want to construct more trains for the Shadow Line, so maybe I should observe the Tokyuger's Rainbow Line so I can possibly make more trains and make a mech of my own.
We were letting
And
you have that
eventually
point.
he's like, I'm going to steal your trains and use them for myself.
Okay.
It's pretty important.
Yes, that is awesome. We
Huh?
were saying, don't get angry because we
I'm
didn't
not
Brett
getting
Jess
angry.
said.
I'm just, I like the show.
Oh yeah, that happened.
Also, Wagon Suit Actor is the exact same as fucking the pink one, so it's a woman. It's not a man. I don't know why you guys are fucking thinking it's a man.
Who told me it was? You told me it was.
And
a
he
dude.
told me.
Someone told me.
Tokyo
Well, that's
Go-Go,
something to
Wagon
tell
No, I don't have
Suit
to feel
Nogawa.
guilty when masturbating to it.
Anyways,
I do get turned on.
Now,
by it.
now you can go home and wagon off.
I
Well,
also,
now I
also
can.
love, I also love that Tokati was just like trying to like
Wagon's voice actress has been in like
they
literally
tried
everything.
they were trying to like scan the past or whatever, and he's just like
Love Peanut.
he's like they're like, but sorry, can't let you on the train. But it's obviously him. No, we don't have facial recognition and stuff. So if you don't have a pass
Yeah,
picture on
Here's
him,
what
like,
I thought.
you're
Okay,
a
this is
dick.
what gets me.
Come
Okay, this is
on.
what I didn't understand. They say you need facial recognition, and then the princess monster. It's like you should go see the train, but I don't know how. And I thought that they were building up for her having found the pass somehow, giving it to Schwartz, and Schwartz sneaks onto the thing to get intel. And I thought that when they said no facial recognition, I thought that would allow Schwartz to get on the thing. And then it pretty much Schwartz just goes, "Oh, I'm just gonna get in the train and go look at it." And I was kind of thinking to myself, like, what was the whole point of that scene? Like, it just seemed like
to further establish that the fucking poison McNugget really loves
Greta,
Schwartz.
her name is Greta.
Is it?
Come
I
on.
don't know
She's
yet.
got such an adorable voice, but I look at her and she looks like
She's
She
fucking.
looks like something
No.
I would
I'll help
have
him.
shat.
I'll help
Like,
him somehow.
She
I
looks.
had too
He
much.
looks like Loudred.
I had too much grape.
No,
soda.
No. Use the Japanese name of Loudred, which is Rosie O'Donnell.
Pumbloom.
No. It's fucking. It's a small female mutated Grimace from McDonald's.
Who's apparently gonna marry the Emperor, whoever the fuck the Emperor
Yeah, that's why
is.
Schwartz is such a badass. He's like, holy shit, I gotta dip my ink in that.
So yeah, but I love how he just comes out of the canyon and he's just like, oh, I've now seen no trains, I will steal them for my own, and then he just
And meanwhile, so Elaine is going,
throws a rose
I will soon
at
have
them,
that
and I'm
train.
just like,
Yeah.
you're cool, man.
Yeah.
Tokyo is the dumbest fucking thing on this side of the track.
I
man.
love it.
You know what?
But
You know
fucking,
what?
if they help me God, if they make a dark train Megazord, I'm buying it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know what?
Like,
you know
come
what?
on.
I hated
Dark
it when I
Tokyo.
first saw it.
Yes.
Every
Whatever,
time I
man.
see
It'll
that
be black
thing in
and
action,
gold.
I like it a little more. It's wearing on me.
Yeah.
I still think it's fucking.
No, it's fucking
It's still ugly.
terrible.
It's ridiculous.
To your you can allowed to have your opinion, but it's ugly as fuck.
love to give.
Also, the
no
crows,
shits.
the crows
Well,
are
I got
all,
so much for Wagon. I've got a little
the
left
crows,
over.
the crows are all right, but right now my favorite
General
minion,
Schwartz.
my favorite minion though, because like I've been watching Go-Go 5, Lightspeed Rescue Sentai. The imps, they're just like the things they're like, and they go.
Okay, well, we'll get into
Anyway, that's
we'll
a
get into
clip
the
I'm
other
gonna need to
series
go and
shortly.
look for now. Thanks.
Yeah, so we'll move into the other series shortly. So everyone said their piece on the current shows?
Yep.
Okay. And now we're going to move into this week's feature discussion, which is going to be our favorite and least favorite Toku series. If we can keep it brief, we'll talk about both Rider and Sentai, but feel free to just give a bit of a longer speech about one in particular, starting with our guest.
Well, I am fairly new to Sentai. I would say my favorite's probably Go Buster. I really enjoy the darker tone to it at times. I enjoy the suits. They don't look like spandex jumpsuits.
That's what I really like the suits.
My least favorite, I can't say I have a least favorite. I haven't really seen much. I really did not like the Power Rangers Zeo suits, which were shapes.
Yeah.
I thought that's what made me stop watching Power Rangers back in the day. I'm like, okay, you went from dinosaur, or you went to like animal theme to shapes.
Yeah.
And I didn't like that. But as far as Rider, I would say my favorite Rider is probably Kuga. The kind of Rider series we'll never see again, where it's as much a cop drama as it is a Rider series.
Mm-hmm.
You had Kuga working with like this detective in the police, and half the episode was them trying to pick up patterns in the monsters, so they can figure out how to fight them. Because it's not just Kuga going up and punching it; it's they have to figure out their weakness, their pattern. Because the Kamen Rider will magic. Yeah, there's a lot of Kamen Rider where the Kamen Rider just shows up. It's like the monster is doing something, and the Kamen Rider is a block away, going, you know, or like in Ryuki, where it's like I sense a mirror monster nearby. And I liked that it had more plot. That being said, the ending was very weak, but I forgive it for a very strong series.
And suddenly skipped something towards the end too.
My least, or we're saying least favorite too?
Yeah.
Least favorite Rider series is going to cause Dave to yell at me is Kiva. I don't like it.
But you haven't finished it. You haven't gotten to the good part.
You keep saying that, and like, look at that. I'm like, that was okay.
Oh, alright.
It's one of those series where like I'm like 20 episodes into it, and I just can't motivate myself to watch anymore. It might get better, and I'll reflect it, but right now I find Kiva to be. It's almost okay. I liked when things possessed Deno because it made sense, and when things possess Kiva, I've asked people, is he in control or is the other person in control? People are like, well, the theory is this. And I'm like, the theory? You don't even know who's in control of the Kiva body?
I'm sure if we wikied it, we could find out the answer.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's just, I find, you know, that most of the form changes, they don't use them enough for them to be interesting. And the plot, I could not give a flying shit about anything that happened 16 years ago. Every time it flashes back to that, I'm like, now I can, you know, not pay attention for a few minutes. And I'm told they get rid of all that shit, and I'm looking forward to it. But I find Kiva's, like, it's a hot mess.
Okay, fair enough.
Actually, I kind of agree.
Like, I'm enjoying it. I enjoy watching it with you guys, but I'm like, it's not my favorite series. And the thing is, okay, it being my least favorite Rider series is like saying, like a certain flavor of Neapolitan ice cream is my least favorite. It's still a box of ice cream, and I will happily eat the entire thing. But this part of it I will enjoy a little less than these two.
I don't like the vampire-themed ice cream.
Yes, no vampire-themed ice cream.
Okay.
It tastes like Fish Boy.
Is that your piece?
Yes, that's
Okay.
my piece.
Raymond, go.
All right. My favorite Rider series is probably not what most of you are thinking it's going to be,
I was thinking Kuga.
and it's not.
That's weird.
Mine!
As much as I do like Kuga as a character, the show itself is not my favorite. I love Kuga himself.
Kuga's pretty cool.
I love Kuga himself.
That's why they call him Kamen Rider Cool Guy.
We're doing a thumbs up.
Thumbs up props.
Yeah.
Anyways, my favorite Rider series is actually Agito.
I figured you
Called
were going
it.
for Agito.
Yeah. Now, I really like it.
Yeah, Agito's amazing.
Agito, they run it as a murder mystery.
It is, absolutely. It's like
It's like
the precursor to Danganronpa.
It's mysteries within mysteries within mysteries, and they don't.
Whoa.
And just go.
With God.
No spoilers, though.
Yeah, no spoilers. Please watch it.
Oh
Yeah.
god, it's so good.
It's like just towards the end, Agito's a fucking badass.
We should clarify about Agito. It is technically a sequel to Kuga, but you don't really need to have watched Kuga to watch it. The only
A spiritual successor.
It's
only
actually
real
in the same world too, but
the only real link is the
it's-
fact that G3 was designed based on Kuga. That's about it.
Did you know that originally it was supposed to be the cop from Kuga that was going to be in G3?
That would have been awesome.
that would have been cool.
And they look the same too, so they pretty much took a guy that's almost the exact same
Yeah, I
guy.
still loved Hikawa. He was amazing.
I understand.
Ichijo is G3. That would have been
I
awesome.
know.
Okay, moving
No,
on.
but yeah, no. I loved Agito. I loved the storyline for it. I loved Shoichi was a cool guy. Burning Form was awesome.
Yeah, we've all seen your video.
Shiny.
Yeah. No, like that was all awesome stuff, and watch the whole series towards the end. Ichijo punched God in the face.
Yep.
Unhenshi.
I didn't want you to say it.
No,
but yeah.
now I have to blur all that whole thing out now.
No, just
you know
bleep
what?
the name of who it is.
I'm surprised that your favorite rider wasn't liner form. What was that form that where all the heads climax form?
Joe Climax.
Wait! Ultimate Decade.
No, Ultimate Diano.
Ultimate the end.
I have Ultimate DN figure. I
Yeah,
bought
you
it.
do.
Some guy offered this Ultimate for $10, and I bought it just so you would be mad. And I'm like somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, least favorite, go.
All right, my least favorite. Forze. And I'm gonna be one.
Thus starts the
And
Forza
I'm going
hating
to
club.
be one of several people who says that.
We're
Probably.
not friends anymore.
Yeah, okay.
You can't be in my Kamen Rider club.
It's fun.
Let's
No.
Well, you'll get to say your
Okay,
piece.
let's just. My main reason for this is I don't like Gentaro. As a character, characters like Gentaro piss me off to no end. I just do not like them.
Dare you butcher my second favorite protagonist?
He's gonna befriend you.
He's gonna
befriend
careful,
you.
he'll butcher
He
it.
befriended a space station. He'll befriend you. He befriended the end boss.
And that's why it's stupid.
I'm just sitting here like I don't like characters like him at all, that ruined the series for me. And then just
I love the suit so much.
Yeah,
You mean Kamen Rider
right?
PlayStation 1?
I like the
He threw the fucking morpher into lava!
Which was awesome!
Yes, to prove a point.
and then reclaimed it from his past self.
Yes, and gave it back to him.
Dave, let me put it this way. If you were a Kamen Rider and you and I were having an argument about Kamen Rider powers, do you honestly think that you would not go, you know what, Tom, look, I threw my morpher in the lava.
I quit. I don't want to play anymore.
I'm done. I'll be in my room.
I would just de-hench it and be like, okay, look, I'm not a Kamen Rider anymore.
I'll be in my fucking room.
Okay, are you
Yeah.
done?
Yeah, pretty much. But no, as much as I almost wanted to go with Decade, but you know what? As much as I don't like Decade either, I will admit Decade is actually a really good starting point for people to get into Rider.
Pushing my buttons, Raymond. Pushing my
It
buttons.
back to
spoils
mine.
so much.
Okay, I'm gonna
No,
take
it
I'm gonna
doesn't,
take back the
though.
Kiva thing. I forgot something. Fucking Zaycross.
Oh my god, really?
That's what we call it.
I
Callback.
understand.
Note to self: get Zcross figure
I
out
thought
for
you were
Tom's
gonna-
birthday.
I have it. I bought it to be ironic.
I honestly thought you were going to say Shin.
I like Shin.
Oh,
Shin
okay.
Kamen Riders.
The movie's up and down, but I think it
It's
looks
got a
really
cool
cool.
transformation scene.
Anyways, are you done?
Yeah, no, that's it for me.
Shin looks
Not-
like he's
not a
made
quick thing on
avocado,
Sentais?
and I love avocado.
Okay,
Well,
my,
no,
Be really quick.
fine.
okay, my favorite Sentai is Gokaiger. Why? Only one I've actually watched in full.
Okay.
Okay.
And second.
So-
It's
I
also
guess-
my least favorite.
Also Seki.
Gokaiger. Because it's the only one I've watched in full.
My least favorite. Well, so far,
Tokuger.
I'm totally not enjoying it as much as Gokaiger, therefore.
Yeah.
I like
my
Tokuger,
least favorite.
but I can't.
Oh,
do
my
that.
favorite, Gokaiger. My least favorite, Super Megaforce.
Oh, there you go. Okay, so I'm gonna try and be quick. Favorite rider? I'm pretty much where Kevin is, where I'm waiting for Gaim to end so I can call it my favorite. Aside from that, I would say probably Fies or Blade. Those are the two series I would go back and rewatch without problem, and which is good because TV Neon finished resubbing Fies, so that's gonna happen. Yeah. Fies is really cool. It's a very nice character drama, very dark. A lot of people die. The way they die is amazing and brilliant, and the whole evil company thing, which they amazingly reused in Gaim, so I'm kind of drawn to things like that. Did you want to say something?
Did you ever see that episode of Fies where the characters had some kind of misunderstanding?
You mean every episode? Yeah, that's the thing. The whole romantic subplot of Keitaro and Yuka kind of ended messily.
It's pretty much like the Fies Guide to Love. Look at them intently, and if they ask you what's wrong, run away.
Yeah, or one of you will die.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Or both.
That's the last chapter.
Blade I really liked because it's pretty much Kamen Rider Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'll give you that right here. Fist bump.
As for least favorite, it's really tough. Actually, no, it's not. It's Ryuki. What am I saying? Because, god damn it, the show was fun to watch, but then all 4 of its endings are terrible! 4! The series ending, the movie ending, and 2 special endings, and they were all terrible!
But how do you end something like that?
Somebody wins!
Dragon Knight, that's how you end it!
How do you end something like that? Fate's Day and Night.
No, but this is why Dragon Knight was so much
A
better.
wizard, Kamen Rider Wizard
Thanks,
did
now I have
it.
to go look for that.
No, but seriously, anyone who's watched Ryuki and has not watched Dragon Knight, what's the fuck is wrong with you? Go
I'm
do that!
watching them both at the same time. It seems like both Dragon Knight and Ryuki are working together, and they're both on other sides. Dave suggested they're both on other sides of the mirror, and they're working together. and both of the knights are competing to see who's the bigger dick.
No, seriously, like, if you think about it, I'm not getting into this.
I think Ryuki's knight wins that one.
I'm not getting into that.
I put it this way: it's Ryuki as the show is not living up to its expectations. I'm collecting Ryuki figure arts right now, and they're the fucking best. I just bought Abyss the other day.
Yeah, I heard.
And this thing, I got it's got fucking shark hands.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on to Sentai. Since I've only watched a few, I'm going to say my favorite is Magi Ranger, because that shit was so good, I marathoned the entire series in a weekend, on recommendation from Paul. Least favorite, out of what I've watched, that's a tough call, but I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to say Go Buster.
Son of a bitch!
I do like the suits, the mechs, and Enter was mildly interesting, although...
I love the suits, the mechs, the monsters, I just don't like something about it, I don't know.
The story was where the weak point was, in my opinion.
Yoko's ears.
Yoko is the ultimate Sentai butterface, I'm sorry.
She has a face? I thought she's a life support system for a pair of shorts.
If you think Yoko's ears are bad, you should see
Gosei
Gosei Pink's
Pink.
ears!
Oh, even worse.
Monkey ears! Not
kidding.
You.
Look it up. Yeah, so that's my piece on favorites. Dave.
Okay, so, favorite rider? Double.
Yeah, well,
I'm surprised.
You don't say!
And here's the reason why I like Double, and I'm not going into Sentai, so I might as well just do this.
It's definitely Excel going hen sheen, right?
Shut up. As you didn't notice, I just slapped late in the face.
Oh!
So I'm going to say super late reaction.
We can edit that to make it not sound fake.
Yeah. But the reason why I like Double is because he's the only Kamen Rider until he gets his Mega Form anyway that doesn't have a fucking sword. Right off the bat.
He has a hot rod.
You know, he doesn't have a sword. Like,
hold on. Kuga, Agito, Ryuki, Faiz, Blade. Hibiki doesn't have a sword.
Hibiki is not a rider!
He had the thing that kind of formed the sword?
That was super form.
No.
He said
Hibiki's not a rider. Keep going.
Kabuto didn't have a sword.
Kabuto has a blade.
It's a kunai gun. It's not a sword.
Okay, fine. Okay.
I
said one of. I didn't say the only.
Yeah.
Because I know Forze also doesn't have a sword.
And technically, Kiba had a saber.
Saber's a sword.
It's a sword.
Forza gets a sword. It comes out of a missile.
Okay, cool. Anyway.
No, Forze didn't have a sword.
Yeah, Forze never had a blade.
No, that's his super form.
Yeah.
We're talking about base form.
Base forms.
Yeah.
Forze didn't have a sword. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. It's like he's the only ones I can think of that.
So yeah, Hibiki, Kabuto, and Forze did not have swords in their base
Hibiki's
form.
not a rider. Anyway.
And Double.
Kuga took a while.
And then the reason,
It was
and
among
the
his
other
base
reason
forms.
why is I am a massive fan of that whole detective drama thing, and they added a new level to it that he wants to be hard-boiled, and he's really not. He's a little bit of a bitch.
Yeah. The term is soft-boiled.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
That's what allured me to Double in the first place. Was I was like, oh yeah, I like the whole detective motif. I found it so very boring.
Okay, and then I'm gonna say my worst character in this, and it's not what you think. It's Akiko.
Yay!
It is not Excel. Excel is okay.
She's not a rider.
No. Yes, she is.
Well,
oh God, she is.
Yeah, in one episode.
Fuck you.
Viva Getty!
We're not talking least favorite character. We're talking least favorite series.
I know, but and then I'm talking about the character in this one. But anyway, my least favorite rider of all time. It's Forze.
Son of a bitch!
Bing, 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 bing. What do we have for him, Johnny?
You missed.
Yes, even though I hate you.
He looks like
You
a
hit your
sperm.
fist.
What's
It's
not
okay.
to like?
But anyway, it's
Which is
I
funny
don't
because he
like
never
it.
gets the girl.
As,
He did. He
as
got him. He
Raven
got the girl.
literally hit the nail on the head. I don't like it. I don't like the main character. I
Gentile?
don't like him at all. And the whole he wants to be friends with everything in the fucking universe.
I could also care less. I could also care less about a couple of his friends.
There are two laws in this world. One is gravity, and two is if Gentaro says he's going to be friends with something, he will fucking become friends with
Okay, that's
it.
cool. I don't care.
Can go wrong.
I'm gonna friend the shit
That does
out of
not
you.
mean that it's good. It means that that they just made one character thing.
He has plus 10
I'm
to
gonna be
friend
friends with you.
making.
I fucking hate you. That makes me want to be friends with you even more.
But and then if we want to do the Sentai thing real quick, it's Gokaiger is my favorite, and
Tokuger?
No, the one
Time Ranger?
Yeah, Time Ranger. No, was the one with Doggy Kruger, right?
No, that's a Decker Ranger.
Decker Ranger is the worst.
Okay, good, because if you were about to say Time Ranger, I was about to punch you.
Time Ranger isn't that good either.
He started saying Time Ranger. I thought that's what he was going for.
You just dodged death right there.
I haven't watched Time Ranger specifically. I really like Time Force.
They're
very accurate.
But we're not
remake.
talking about Americanized.
Anyway.
If we're gonna talk about Americanized, we'll hear all fucking day.
Yeah, that can be another week.
Yeah. Okay, go.
Favorite Kamen Rider, it shouldn't be surprising,
Oh,
Kabuto.
Yeah.
I really
I'm
like.
more surprised no one said it yet.
Yeah, really.
I haven't watched it yet.
It's kind of the staple answer, so we went for our own
Yeah.
customized answers.
That's honestly my customized answer. It's what I was introduced to begin with. Someone said, "You want to watch Rider? Watch this."
And
The
that's
staple.
still one of the staples
And
for startering.
I sat there and I was just kind of like, nothing's better than this.
Yeah, I started with Double.
And then Gaim started. I really like how well the characters were developed in that series and how well they changed and adapted over time, i.e. the hoppers and shit like that. Yeah. Now, my least favorite rider is probably, at the same time, not what you think it's going to be. Was going to be Forze.
So,
Is it that one you keep forgetting about?
I'm going to say it's Wizard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For one simple reason, I remember Forze happened. I forgot Wizard happened.
you know what it was with Wizard? Wizard was a really badass suit, really badass fights, and then nothing else. It was the side characters were all gimmick characters, and they had next to no plot. There was no on-again, off-again love interest. He had really the only connection that Haruto had with any other human being that seemed realistic was that with the donut maker.
Yeah.
Like, even with that girl who's like the homunculus,
Toyomi, yeah.
they didn't have anything between them.
Yeah. The thing is, the one thing I will give Wizard, it unlike most of the Neo Heisei series, it managed to give a reason for the Monster of the Week bullshit that led up to the actual
It did,
plot.
but it was way too complicated. It got
And
to
the
the
monsters
point,
were pretty...
it was hard
stupid.
It was hard to watch that series because I would
like 'em.
get through an arc and I'd be like, I'm tired, I'm going to bed.
The only
The monsters and Wizard, their shit was actually really fucking dark, though.
Yeah, because they were
And
all
it's
about
like,
making people despair.
I'm going to come in here and not really attempt to kill you. I'm going to try and destroy everything you love and make you despair so I can turn you into one of us.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
I am going to drive you to the depths of despair.
No one's gonna.
But most of them were like, I'm gonna give you the fear of death.
That was the beginning for most of them.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, some
let's
of them
see
were
let's just do this and see what sticks.
I also like they had a black guy.
Yeah.
It was like, shit, that's a black guy.
It was.
And I think that a lot of people you're all gonna disagree with me. I
Actually,
watched this
Fies had
series
one of
and I got
those.
to the point where I'm like, okay, Wizard looks cool and all, but I'm really fucking bored with this character.
The Forze movie
And
also
then
had a black guy.
Beast shows up and changes everything. I really cared about Beast's subplot. I cared about his relationships with other people.
I like
and cared
Mayonnaise a
about his
little
plot.
better.
Yeah, I thought that he was funny. I found that he was charming. And the thing is, I found that I was paying attention more to what Beast was up to than Wizard.
Yeah.
And
At least he was a dynamic character.
Yeah, and the figure art is probably one of the best they've ever made.
Did Beast Zero-Nose Wizard?
Yeah, kinda.
Sweet.
Oh
Something
man,
along those
Xeranos.
lines.
Oh, I love Xeranos.
Best
Yeah, we all do.
Sentai, just real quick, Hurricaneger. I just really like it. It had a really good story, good characters. I like 3-man Sentai teams. Least favorite, I don't watch bad Sentai.
Yeah.
Out of what you've watched, what would you rank the lowest?
Tokuger, I suppose.
There you go.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm on that. There.
We're all riding that train.
that's-
Oh, you beat me to that joke.
But that's not to say Tokuger's awful. It's just, it's fun.
Like I said, it's my least favorite because aside from Go-Catchers, I'm enjoying it less than Go-Catcher, and that's all I've seen.
Tokuger is trying.
I
It's a bit
can't-
of
Oh, that's a pretty huge
It's a bit
gap.
of a departure,
Right, we
and
need
they
to get the
haven't
link.
quite gotten there yet.
Okay, well, Lane, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's
Best
do this.
Best Rider Series Decade. Why? Because Tsukasa's a badass motherfucker. It shows.
Stop yelling.
It shows. I'm sorry. I'm just really.
Let's just go ahead.
It's previews. You know all the other riders. If in case you want, I know. Spoil
Spoilers.
it. Yeah, it's not that many. Who gives a shit? And
The
by the
only
time
one-
you watch the series, you forget about what the spoilers
No,
are.
like I
Fies
said
is the
earlier,
only spoiler in that entire
Exactly.
series.
Like I said before, Decade, as much as I hate it, is a really good starting point for people to get into riding.
Exactly.
It
I-
is. If
Decade,
you haven't watched any of the other
No,
ones
you
before,
know what it is? You know what it is? I just figured out the best metaphor for decade. It's Kamen Rider Table of Contents.
Yeah.
Also,
Okay,
Shinkenger.
that's my I love Decade. Lane, you know I love Decade. My
Yeah.
biggest problem is that he never had his own shit. When they finally in the series started getting toward his own villain, his own plot, that's when the series ends. And I was like, it's literally he is living vicariously through other cool characters.
That was the point of the show, though. It was
I know,
an
but it's
anniversary
like, it
edition.
was the whole point of like I want to know what's going on with him. But I will agree,
I
it is a good series, and the suit, it's so ugly, it's beautiful.
It's my favorite rider design.
Except
Number
his
one.
ultimate mode, I will agree with this man
Oh,
on my
no.
left. The ultimate mode,
Raven,
the first
by
time
the
I
way.
saw it, I was like,
Okay.
Okay, let's
Anyways,
move on.
Worst rider, Ryuki.
Thank
For
you.
reasons- No. Ryuki's a retard, Knight's an asshole,
Yep.
and just...
I will say that it made them interesting characters, in my opinion, but I just didn't like it for the plot.
Oja and fucking...
Dragon Knight is best for you.
Zolda. Those are the only two best characters in the entire fucking show.
Absolutely.
Right.
I don't care. That's
Best
actually
Sentai-
now I've gotten over that.
Okay.
Best Sentai, Tokuju's not over yet, so I'm hoping that will be my
Wow.
favorite.
Oh my god.
Shots fired.
Absolute departure from
Son of
everybody
a- I don't
else.
care.
You're writing that line alone.
No, yeah, obviously.
you know what,
My-
Lane?
no, no,
I'll
no.
take it with you.
Okay, but
We'll
it's-
ride
no, no.
together, it'll be
It's-
amazing.
No,
You don't have a pass.
it's not my favorite yet because it's not finished. But right now, I'd have to say it's Geki Ranger because it's just
Lane, you and I later, we're
What's
gonna
the
hug.
Sentai
We're gonna
equivalent?
hug it out.
Jungle Fury.
Okay.
Anyways, no, Geki Ranger's really good. Geki Bao's a badass motherfucker.
I agree with you
The
there.
Red Ranger is kind of like he was a jungle man he was a boy raised in the
He's
jungle.
one of the retarded Reds.
But it's just cool that like the monsters animal martial arts. Each one of them is based off like an animal martial art, and then it's really cool.
It's one of the few series you can actually probably learn something
Minions
from.
are stupid because they jump in place and raise their arms up and down stupidly. Worst Sentai. As much as I watched, like, trying to.
Out of what you've watched.
You really
I don't
never
know.
really finished anything,
Honestly,
have you?
Kyoruger.
Oh, fuck you.
I got so bored of it. So bored.
You know what? Yeah. No, I got to episode 15 and I was done. After
got to
Spirit
episode-
Ranger Fire, I was like,
I got
you're
to
not
episode
topping
35 and
that.
I'm just like, this is boring. I can't watch this anymore. I'm sorry, and that's why I like sold all my Kyoruger shit.
Kyoruger
So
was so
replacing it with
funny.
Tokuger stuff and.
Give it 3
It's
years, you'll think of you
No,
you will
I'm
think it's the best.
looking forward to the 100 Years Later special where they have a new team of their descendants.
I'll watch that.
There you go.
But yeah, so. Yeah.
I just want to say something on the Decade thing.
Hmm?
Decade did have a fight fresh out of Japanese history with the giant enemy crab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that was the
Final
Hibiki
Attack
episode.
I know,
is
I
best
just
title
wanted to
attack
mention
run.
No, I was the
Japanese
one
crab.
who made an AMV for that and got taken down by Toei for it.
Nice.
Where I went, here we have this giant enemy crab.
Yeah.
Hit its weak point for massive damage.
Yeah.
Gung!
The main problem I have with Decade is the fact that because it was only 31 episodes, it fucked up the schedule.
Yeah, but Gaim's fixing it.
I fucking hope it does.
Yeah, it's-
Before Decade happened, the Rider and Sentai shows started and ended the same week.
Just sad we never got to see the resolve after Dian, shot him in the face.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at
that's
this
part
way.
of the reason why I don't like Decade.
That got retconned!
The story was crap.
Yeah.
The character didn't do anything.
Wait, what story?
That's the point.
Exactly.
The character didn't do anything.
You
The
can't
suit
have a
was stupid. The super form was dumb.
As much as I love Decade, I wish they incorporated, because, as you know, the Climax Heroes games, whatever, there was the first one for the PS2.
Oh, I know where you're going.
Dark
with this.
Decade. He should have been a thing in the fucking
Just a quick
show.
explanation. Yeah, the first Kamen Rider Climax Heroes fighting game for the PS2. The secret boss in that game was Dark Decade, which was a color swap, and then he was blue and black and actually pretty cool. We were expecting that to be the secret boss of Shocker in the Decade final episode movies.
No, what I was thinking is that the plot thing was that the Decade we knew and came along with the entire show, he was mistaken for Dark Decade, and Dark Decade was actually the true rider.
Oh, yeah, I remember you guys
destroy all
talking about that.
riders, because,
You know
My
what?
favorite
I
is
might have enjoyed
when
that better.
Captain Marvelous said to Decade, "I will kill every rider," and like Decade should have been like, "Been there, done that, bitch."
Yeah.
But one thing, okay, now Decade, I understand that
I
Decade
have
was
my own
supposed
issues
to
with that movie.
showcase
Nine Aces.
the 9 riders before him, and he was supposed to kind of like launch himself from that, but also get people reminded of the thing they like. Now, it could have been worse. Imagine it was only one movie. And in that movie, they spent half the movie showing clips from the other 9, and then he showed up, did absolutely nothing, and then the older rider saved the day.
Yeah.
Think of how horrible that would be, and then go watch Zaycross, because that's what he fucking did! I hate you, Zaycross! I hate you so much!
One
Okay.
thing
I
Decade
love you,
did that
Zaycross.
we're gonna end this real
You
quick.
love...
One thing that Decade did that I really loved, and remember the fact that I really liked Blade. Near the end of the show, the original Kenzaki Kazuma shows up, henshins directly into King form, something that he never did in the original show, and bitch slaps Decade. What the fuck are you doing? I told you to kill them!
I have half a chub just thinking about it.
That was the best moment in
I
Decade.
will agree with Ichi. I liked seeing that. That was the one moment where I was like, okay, Decade, get your ass kicked. This is fucking Blade.
Or when they had the original Kamen Rider Black show up and he whooped ass.
Yeah.
That was
both of them.
Both of them.
He summoned both of them.
And it
Side
somehow
by
made
side.
made a bit of sense somehow.
Yeah. We'll argue
was
multiverse
what- yeah.
theory all day.
Okay, so now we gotta do.
You want to say something real quick?
Closing remark. The one thing that I did like that Decade spawned was my current favorite Rider movie of all time, which was All Riders vs. Die Shocker.
Oh
That
yeah.
was a good one.
That is
pretty cool.
that is cinematically just the way it was all done. My favorite Rider movie.
Is
ever.
it bad that I like the Deno Yellow movie?
No, the Chodeno trilogy
Yellow.
was actually fantastic.
Yeah.
Except for
watched
Blue.
that
I
yet.
haven't
Don't
seen
tell
it
me.
yet.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
No spoilers.
I have it sitting at home
Okay,
somewhere.
quick summary, no spoilers. Episode Red is all about the romance with Zeranos and Irie. Episode Blue and the Yellow are fucking hilarious. The owner is a boss. That's all you need to know.
He already
Right.
was a boss.
Exactly.
No, he's more boss. Okay, so then we can do closing Twitter
Okay.
remarks and all that stuff.
So, anyone listening, if you enjoyed us, you can subscribe to us on iTunes. Our shows are hosted on Podbean. You can also follow us on YouTube at the Ixie Studios channel. Anyone interested in being a guest on the show, if you can just let us know if you're interested. If you live in the Toronto area, we're also around. We're going to have other guests on. Thank you, Mr. Tom Savage, for being our first guest.
Yeah, thank you.
I'll be back next week.
I hope.
I'm okay with this.
The Sixth Ranger showed up in the second episode, ladies and gentlemen.
Can I
New
be-
record.
Can I be
Nope,
Goldcaster?
still didn't beat Hurricane.
Nope, you can't be Goldcaster.
Hurricane.
That's
episode
Paul.
1.
Yeah, Paul called that one because it's a Booster Gold joke.
Can I be Dragoncaster?
No, Paul's got a different thing going on.
Okay.
No.
Also, I'd like to briefly mention Forza is my second favorite Rider series. It's
Okay.
awesome.
Well,
And
that's why
That's why
and,
Layla's getting
lastly,
angry.
lastly,
We're gonna have it out later.
Uchu Kita.
Just kidding, Mike Ruba.
So I would just like to mention that Forza sucks.
Okay, we're
I
done,
believe
we're
that
done.
sentiment was made.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for having me on. It was a lot of fun, and I want to come back. I'll be whatever color you want me to be.
You could be brown.
I could be.
You
Be Shinken Brown!
You know what? I'm gonna be rainbow. You call me
could
the
be
big one.
shitkin brown.
Oh, yeah.
You go big one.
We'll call you Big One Caster.
Big one. Yeah. Or Zordo.
We didn't already have a black
Oh, okay.
caster. I can
I'll
make you
be
black.
Zordocaster. No.
Zordon.
You mean Phantom Ranger?
Yeah, there you go.
That was a lot of fun, and I want to say thanks for having me, and fucking Saycross.
Just kidding, I love you, Zekros.
Metal diaper.
Read Kamen Riders.
Anyway,
The episode will be called Fuck Zekros.
Yeah, fuck Saycross.
yeah, basically, I don't know who this person is. Anyway, alright, so
I'll show you a picture.
thank you
You'll
guys
laugh.
for watching and listening and being awesome. You can, as I said, you can follow us on Twitter and all that as well. At Ixie Studios.
Yeah, for both of those.
Yeah, so you can do that.
Okay. Any other...
Oh, by the way,
Miso Saver.
I intend to link this on my Tumblr, so I just want to say hi to Bad
I
Rock.
already know what he was.
Yes.
Okay.
Link that picture to me now. I need it.
Okay, any other closing comments? Alright, we're done. We are Radio Sentai Castranger. Thank you for listening!
Off air.
I'm Pink.
What are we gonna do with the other 18 seconds?